Hello and welcome, Gadman85 here. This is going to be a Let's Play for The Longest Journey. This is an older game. As you can see, it has a copyright in 1999, which I'm guessing is when it was first released, and then re-released again in 2002. Anyways, this game is old, but the thing is, I played this game a long time ago and I really loved it because it has a really great story. The voice acting is really well done. The characters are very interesting, and it's a point-and-click adventure. I also wanted to play it because I noticed, because I like the series as a whole, and I noticed there's a new game in the series called Dreamfall Chapters, The Longest Journey. That one is kind of a chapter episodic type release game. I believe they're all about to release the third of the 5 chapters. But anyways, I just want to do it because I'm going to do the whole series, and the series starts with this game, and then it goes up to, then the next one after this is Dreamfall, The Longest Journey, and then finally Dreamfall Chapters, The Longest Journey. But anyways, this game was extremely successful and like very well received and all that when it came out, because it is a really good game. But anyways, I have, like I said, I played it a while ago, and I did kind of play it a bit earlier before I decided to do Let's Plays and all of that. But anyways, I'm going to be starting over, and I hope you will enjoy joining me for this journey. Let's get started. Begin the journey.
So, you've come to hear me tell a story, have you?
If you please, we would love to hear one of your stories. You have seen so much. You have lived so long.
Oh, so good of you to remind me of my age, child. No, don't worry. I am an old woman, but I've lived a long and fulfilling life, and I do have stories to tell. Which story would you like to hear?
A true one. A true story.
All my stories are true, child. There are enough fairy tales in the worlds already. There's no need for me to make up more, believe me.
Tell us the story of the balance, then.
You want the story of the balance? Oh, that's a long story, child, and not one I'd venture to tell at this hour. But perhaps I could tell you a story that I heard a long time ago. A story that became a crucial turning point in the history of the balance, and that set in motion wheels that to this day are still turning.
Please, yes, that does sound like a story we'd like to hear.
Very well. This story, like all good stories, begins where it ends, in a tower, in a realm that is no more.
That doesn't look good.
Don't tell me I'm dreaming again.
You know, for once, just once, it would be nice to have a decent night's sleep without waking up screaming from a bad dream at 4 a.m.
So this is April Ryan. She's our protagonist. And, you know, I'm just gonna give a little information of what I know. I mean, I don't really need to, but might as well. But anyways, she's the main protagonist of this game. And I have to say, personally, I think she's one of my favorite female protagonists, for sure. She's up there with Alice from American McGee's Alice, and also Finn Shepard from Mass Effect. But anyways, let's go ahead and start looking at all these different things. One thing I do kind of like is the backdrops, the 2D backdrops like this, aren't all that bad. They're actually kind of cool looking, in a way.
Postcard pretty. Real life never looked this good. Real life never looked this good.
So we can click on her.
I'm in my undies. That's so not appropriate. I'm in my undies. That's so not appropriate.
This is one thing I like, because I remember about this game, is you can click on her, she'll say a bunch of different things. Let's see, what's this?
There's a storm heading this way. Even the weather sucks in my dreams. I feel so charmed.
We have inventory, options, quit. Alright, well, let's go over here. Oop.
Real life never looked this good.
Didn't mean to do that. Let's look at those things. Got trees of some kind over here. And some kind of egg thing.
What's happening? Oh, perfect. I guess if I don't do something to save that egg, I'll suffer 7 years of bad karma or something.
Let's click on the egg.
It looks reptilian, but it can't be. It's much too big and I don't much care for reptiles. Did that sound come from the egg? Boy, that's some chick. I don't think I can get a good grip on it. It's too big and slippery and I might drop it by accident. Lucky thing the egg got caught between those roots. It's a long way down.
So I guess about the menu is kind of obvious. This is identify. This is you know, touch, and this is probably gonna be talk. Let's go look at the nest.
It's a nest, padded with large scales, very large scales. For some strange reason, I have a feeling I should get the hell out of here before the tenants return.
Let's see what we can take from it.
This is interesting. I've never seen a scale this size before. I'll keep it as a souvenir.
Okay.
It's a large, slick, and somehow disturbingly reptilian scale.
Oh wow. Huh. I mean, I played this game before, and I did try it a little bit before I did this let's play thing, but I didn't actually realize this was a hand right here that was drawn on it. That's kind of cool.
I'm an artist, not a botanist, but I'm pretty certain this tree is dead, or close to it.
We got twig.
It's as dry as a bone. It'd probably snap right off in a second.
Let's take it, because we can. And the whole point of it.
Oh, the suffering we must endure.
What?
Why do you take such pleasure in torturing us?
Torturing you? Who are you?
We are the voice of all trees, the spirit of wood and leaf.
You're a talking tree?
No, a tree does not talk. At least not in your tongue. The tongue of trees is the language of wood, root, and leaf.
Who are you then?
Like we said, we are the voice of all trees. Whenever an injustice is done, we must speak for the tree if we are present.
It's the branch. I shouldn't have broken the branch off.
Oh, what does it matter anyway? There is nothing more to be done for us. We are simply here to provide comfort in the final passing to Earth.
We? I only see one of you.
We are one with our host, as we are all one spirit, but legion.
Yeah, thanks for clearing that up.
We do not expect you to understand. You are human.
Wow, so that's a little offensive there. So we got stuff to ask him. Let's see, we're just gonna hit all the talking points here. But yeah, look, I was gonna say, before the trees start talking to us, because I guess that's normal, but then again, this is a dream. You know, the point of these games is to take whatever you can take and somehow use it later. Alright, let's just hit the talking points.
What happened to the tree?
Oh, the pain. As the battle raged, we...
Battle?
Between the Mother and Black Chaos. She was only protecting her child, but it would not back down, and the force of their battle shook the mountain. The brook that fed us was led astray, and without water, we began to wither and die.
Alright, let's ask about the egg. He's been there for a while, he should know about the egg. Or at least the tree should, so maybe the tree will tell him since he's a tree spirit.
What's the deal with the egg?
Egg? What egg? Oh, of course, the child. Whenever the mother was absent, we were entrusted with the safety of the child. But now, withered and without strength, we can do nothing to help. We have failed the mother, and we despair. Our shame knows no bounds.
Who are you again?
We are the wood spirit. We come to all trees in the hour of great need to provide comfort and aid in the passing to Earth, and to give a voice to those who suffer. Our time is running out as we speak. The passing to Earth is about to begin. Leave us now.
What about the egg?
Oh, it is too late. Without sustenance, we do not have the strength to bring it safely home. We have failed, and the Earth will know our shame for all time to come.
I'm tempted to ask him this, but he kind of understands there. We're gonna ask him this anyways, because why not?
Are you always this glum?
We are here because it is too late. The passing has begun. Leave us, please.
Isn't there anything I can do to help?
Oh, we do not expect a human to come to our aid.
Oh, wow.
Lose the attitude, okay? Just tell me if there's anything I can do.
It is futile. We need water, but there is none. Not after the brook changed course.
I'll find a way. Don't panic.
We do not panic. Unlike you, we accept our destiny. If, however, against all odds, you do succeed, we will carry the child safely back into its nest. Do not make a foolish attempt on your own. It would spell certain misery.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but he's definitely the most stuck-up tree spirit I've ever met. Alright, let's see. We got this over here.
According to the, spirit, there was some kind of battle that split the rock and changed the course of the stream. Fresh mountain water. Back in the real world, they'd probably charge $15 a bottle for this.
Not quite $15 a bottle, but we're close to that.
I think I just made a funnel. Cool. I'm so proud of myself.
I thought...
This should do the trick.
Okay, I know it's all, but that was pretty cool cinematic the way they did that.
Talk about instant rehab.
Oh, we gotta go over here and talk to him?
Hello? Hello?
Leave us be.
Are you okay?
We find our strength returned, and so we have no time for idle conversation. We must drink and rejoice.
Aren't we forgetting something?
Hush, listen. The song of ancient wood. Is it not sweet?
Sweet, definitely. Yeah. The baby's probably ready to boogie down as well.
The baby. Oh, the egg. Thank the earth. We almost forgot.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Sounds like Mama's coming.
What? What was that? Uh-oh.
It is you. You have come.
You know me?
April, daughter, I have been waiting for you.
Waiting. Why?
Because it begins here, with you, as it always has.
What do you mean?
The breach and the mending, the pain and the joy, the end of the old and the dawn of the new. A different world. I am the mother of what is, but you are the mother of a future that may yet be.
How will I know? How will I know what to do?
I will guide you, and I will protect you as much as I can. But in the end, you are on your own.
I'm afraid.
You always were, my child, my daughter.
This is probably not a good thing.
Penumbra.
What a nightmare. I'm completely exhausted. I must have been tossing and turning all night. It's so hot in here, too. No wonder I keep having these weird dreams. I've basically been simmering in my own sweat every night this past week. Doesn't look like it's gonna cool down anytime soon, either. It's another sunny day in Newport. Well, it's a good thing the studio's got proper air conditioning. I promised myself I was going to spend most of the day working, and I don't intend to break that promise. Not this time.
Alright. So it looks like we met some kind of wood dragon type thing. It looked like it was made of wood, partly, and she called us Mother of the Future. That's no pressure at all. And she also called us daughter and child. Her child. More or less. So I wonder if that means... Does that mean that April Ryan is actually part wood dragon herself? I don't know. Let's see if we click on her now.
Big surprise. I'm still here. What? I got something on my face? Is my hair okay? What are you looking at? Big surprise. I'm still here. It's kind of unsettling to be so aware of myself all the time. I like my outfit. It's inexpensive, but cool.
I guess we were supposed to click that when she was actually wearing her outfit instead of her underwear.
April Ryan, you have got to get past yourself.
Well, I mean, I think what I noticed, I'm gonna have to do this again just to see. Is it looks like...
Big surprise. I'm still here.
Yeah, she's actually talking to herself when we click on her.
I'm not good at taking care of living things, but this plant's doing just fine despite months of neglect.
Alright, let's see, we got posters.
I had to borrow some posters from the cafe because I just can't afford to buy any of my own. When I think about it, that's so depressing.
We have a lamp. Can we take the lamp? Doesn't look like we can take the lamp.
That fan is supposed to keep the room nice and cool in the summer. Sure, yeah, it's at least, 1/4 of a degree cooler in here when it's on.
I think I caught like her attitude, her little sarcasm type thing she's got going on, it seems like.
That's my work. It's supposed to be a portrait of my life study teacher, but I think he might disagree. That's my desk, so, theoretically, that's where I'm supposed to do my work. I think my muse has departed me for greener pastures, though, because lately, inspiration's been fleeting at best.
It's a window.
Nice view, if you're into brickwork.
We can open the window. Let's look out the window. What?
It's a rubber ducky, helplessly trapped under that rusty old grill. I still haven't figured out what runs through the canals in Venice, but I'm sure it can't be water.
But there's a rubber ducky there. Does that mean some kid was playing around it? Ew, that's not very hygienic, I don't think.
It's a seagull. The poor guy looks quite hungry. I don't know what that chain's for, but it's connected to some kind of mechanism at the bottom of the canal.
So we got pipes.
Whatever those pipes are spewing out, I know one thing for sure. It ain't water. Spiky.
Spikes or spiky?
Spiky. It's a clothesline. Spiky.
So we can touch the clothesline. Oh, we unhooked it. Wonder if we were supposed to do that.
It's a rusty old grill, kept afloat by a rubber ducky.
Alright, well, enough of looking at the wonderful view that we have out here. Very luxurious. I'm sure that was a very high-end selling point when it came to selecting the apartment. So, like, and over here out this window, we have brickwork. Lots and lots of brickwork. Ooh, chair.
It's just a chair. It's just a chair.
Are you sure?
It's just a chair. Shelves. Still just shelves. Still just shelves. The wardrobe is actually made of real wood and not that synthetic crap that makes me sneeze and itch all over. Still just shelves.
I don't know why I like that. I like that.
Still just shelves.
Alright, let's look in the closet. Clothes.
Alright, so my wardrobe's sort of chic deficient, but I can't afford to be cutting edge. Useful, practical, and cheap is my shopping mantra. I could only carry one suitcase with me when I left home. There was so much I would have loved to bring, but c'est la vie. At least it was a clean break with my past. I guess when all my hard work starts paying off, I'll get a house and fill it with all kinds of new junk. The past, who needs it?
Alright, so it sounds like she has a bit of a past that she's not very fond of, doesn't want to remember. Interesting.
It's a bunch of drawings I drew when I was a kid. I don't even know why I brought them here. They mean absolutely nothing to me. An empty cardboard box. That's so not interesting.
Actually, I see something in the cardboard box. Let's look at
It's
that.
Constable Guybrush, my toy Oh, ape. He doesn't much like being called monkey.
Let's make sure we don't insult him since he's a constable. Whoa.
Constable Guybrush is a strange hybrid between man, ape, and musician. In addition to being an officer of the law, of course. I think one of his eyes is falling out.
Let's say we can take it. Let's take it.
The eye came loose. Poor Constable Guybrush. Sorry, Guybrush, but I need to borrow your eye for a while.
Yeah, apparently we do.
It's a wind-up mechanism.
Alright, let's see what happens when we play with that.
Hey! You! Yeah, you! Hands up! Spread your legs! And do the monkey!
Mildly amusing, but irritating as hell. I think I'll shut him up now.
She's not gonna do the monkey for us? Oh, that's too bad. What was that? There was something else. It's the eyeball? Monkey eye?
Monkey see, monkey do. Well, not without this he won't.
What's this? Cash card? Alright, cash card.
My cash card at the moment is really quite useless. There can't be more than $1 or $2 left in it.
Definitely sounds like a typical college student there. I mean, we've all been there at least once in our lifetime. College. Barely have any money to do anything, yet you want to do everything. Alright. Let's see, we got diary here.
My on-again, off-again diary. We've had a turbulent relationship, her and I. Dear Diary, note to self. Dreams of talking trees and dragons aside, it's still no excuse for talking to inanimate matter in the real world. So quit it.
We can take it. What's this got? A picture or something?
It's a picture of me and my friends.
And we can take it. Let's see the diary. Oh, what's this?
I've been keeping a diary intermittently since I was 5 years old. Not the same one, of course. I started this one, I think, April of this year.
Looks like we got something timesheet.
There's a loose sheet of paper in here. Hey, it's my timesheet from the cafe. I completely forgot I put it in here. Good thing I found it, because I'm broke.
Okay, so I'm guessing this is somehow in the future, yet they still use timesheets. Okay.
It's a list of the hours I worked this past week at the cafe.
I guess even in the future, you still have to worry about, you know, stuff like paperwork. Oh, what? Oh, so if you select it in there, you can use it here, and I guess you can look around. Oh yeah, well, we discovered that earlier. Why am I looking at that? No, alright. April's diary. Let's see. It looks like we can read her diary. Alright, April 14th, 2209, a Friday. Happy birthday to me! The big 1-8. Join us, right? Well, not sound like a complete spoiled sport, but 18 kind of feels like 17, only I can buy a gun and pilot a hovercraft. I'd kind of figured that the number 18 would cast light into the deep, dark chasm of my soul and reveal some grand truth about the universe, like the meaning of life, or at least some explanation as to why all guys are complete idiots. I take offense to that. I don't think of myself as a complete idiot, but I'm not a girl, so maybe I would be considered a complete idiot to girls. But no, nothing. I'm the same person today that I was yesterday. No different. Same old boring April, stuck in the same old boring life. Which of course does make me realize something important. I just have to get out of here soon. I have to leave. There's nothing here for me. No future, and the past I'd prefer to forget. Again, she's mentioning the past. I'm guessing we'll probably learn about that. Well, actually, I sort of kind of know we'll learn about that later. Anyways, and I know where I want to go. The Venice Academy of the Visual Arts in Newport. So I guess Newport's where we're located. Venice? Is this like Venice, Italy, or Venice? Oh, it says Newport, so I guess maybe it's similar to something like a little Chinatown or someplace like that, or you know, it's like it has this or something like that. I don't know. Or it could be similar to it could be something like how I had in I grew up in Texas. There was a Paris, Texas, really really small town, not really that impressive. At least this place seems to have water everywhere. So it's sort of like Venice, Italy would be. Anyways, God knows if they'll accept me into their fall program, but I have to try. Sarah went out there last year, and she's agreed to let me stay at her place for a short while until I can get a job and an apartment. No, I guess we missed that. Because we're already in the apartment. Writing about leaving is both scary and exciting. It's scary because I've never really been on my own before, and I've never been to Newport. And of course, I'm scared that good old Daddy will find out and force me to stay. Alright, so she has daddy issues of some kind. But at least, I mean, hasn't been too much touched on it, but I kind of get the feeling that these aren't like your typical daddy type issues that you usually find. I think there's probably going to be an actual reason for them. But I'm sure it's something we'll find out about later. Not that he can, but he will certainly try. On the other hand, it's really exciting too. I can't imagine anything that beats starting my own life in a place like Venice. From what I've seen and heard, it looks great. There are lots of little cafes and crisscrossing canals, just like the real Venice in Italy. And most of the people who live there are young and creative and not afraid to look or sound or be different, which will make a nice change from this place. Yep, sorry about that. Sometimes it can be a little hard to read this lettering because this is not really meant for, this is an older game, so the resolution's not all that great. I mean, you can kind of see the pixel edges there. But still, great game considering. Alright, next page. April 22nd. Today I called the academy and asked them about their admission requirements. They told me to bring some of my work in when you arrive. They don't really have any specific requirements, only that you're talented and dedicated and hardworking. The lady I spoke to sounded nice, but she didn't make any promises. She told me there are a lot of applicants and only a limited amount of spaces. I know my work's good, even though I haven't had much training. and I'm definitely dedicated and hardworking. So why am I still nervous? Probably because every college student is nervous when they're looking for the university that they want to go to of their choice most of the time, even if they don't exactly say it out loud. May 1st. I'm sorry I haven't kept up with events in this diary, but with my exams and everything else going on right now, right before graduation, I haven't had the time. I know, bad excuse. I'll just have to take time out too, and I'll definitely keep my diary up to date from now on. Alright, wording was a little awkward there. Well, I guess it's because she left out the take time out to write. Okay. Arg. 3 weeks of complete silence. I look back at my previous diaries and I wonder where the hell did I find the time to write so much so often? Oh well, I'll try to remember what's been going on these past few weeks. I passed all my exams with straight A's, of course. Yeah, I'm sure, of course. I bet there is no way you would not tell the exact truth when it comes to your diary. And tomorrow morning, I'm leaving home. Yes, I'm making the leap into the great unknown, and I'm never coming back here. I withdrew all my money from the bank, $2,190, and I've packed a suitcase and a bag with my clothes and work samples and books and anything else I can't do without. Unfortunately, I have to leave so much: my old toys, some of the bigger canvases, my screen. And it's not like I can have mom ship them or anything. I'm leaving a letter for my family, but I'm not telling them where I'm going. 18 years under constant scrutiny is enough. I really don't want to carry any of that crap with me into my new life. Alright, that sounds more, I don't know, it sounds a bit more too overly rebellious, but I don't know, it still sort of seems like there might be a reason. But I'm guessing most of this money is gone due to fees for packing and taking a flight and all kinds of stuff like that. Now let's see how long it takes before she writes again, because I highly doubt it's going to be as often as she promised she would. Oh, we're still on May 1st. Or is it May 1st? Yeah, May 25th. Wow. Strangely enough, when I was packing this morning, I suddenly remembered something I'd forgotten a long time ago. When I was a kid, I kept all my drawings in a box under the floorboards so my dad wouldn't find them and berate me for wasting my time. The box was right where I put it, more than 6 years ago. I didn't feel like looking at any of the drawings right away, so I've wrapped the box up and stuck it in my bag. I'll open it when I get to Venice. I don't think this is the right time for nostalgic reminiscence about my childhood, but I'm glad I remembered to pack the box, so tonight's the night. I'm sneaking out of here at 4 a.m. to catch the train to Greenville, and from there on to the big city itself, Newport. At dinner tonight, I'll see Mom, Dad, Daniel, and Owen for the last time in a long while. I don't really care if I ever see Dad again, but I feel sorry for Mom. She doesn't seem to care much for me, but I know she'll miss me, and I know she'll feel very guilty for turning a blind eye to the way he treated me throughout all these years. As for Danny and Owen, I don't really know. Danny's an asshole. He could, theoretically, improve, though I doubt he wants to. As for Owen, he's still a kid. He might turn out okay, but as long as Dad's in control, I'm not too optimistic. Alright, so, yes, definitely seems more like she has a reason to want to be away from her family. I mean, that's kind of a little harsh to tell your little kid they're wasting time when they're drawing. I mean, I can sort of understand it. Sort of understand it a little bit, not too much when it comes into like later in life, but you know, when you're like a little kid, if you're like 5 or 6, it's like, what are you gonna be doing? I'm sure you might have chores, but apart from that, what are you gonna be doing with your free time? Not much. But oh well, yeah, so it seems like there definitely is some kind of a past here. which I'm sure we'll probably find out about eventually. I'm going to the pond tonight to say goodbye. I haven't been there in a long while, not since that crazy day. I wonder what happened on that crazy day. Well, I have to see it one last time, or I'll never get it out of my head. As for my friends, I don't really want to say anything. I'll mail them when I get to Newport, to Venice. So this is the last entry. I write here in this house, in this room, in some strange way I can't really understand. I'll miss it. Not much, but I did grow up here. I did spend 18 years, oh my god, in this place. And that's not soon forgotten or ignored. I don't want to feel bad for what I'm doing, but I can't help it. I do feel bad a little. But more than anything, I'm excited about what tomorrow will bring. I think, yeah, I believe I might actually be happy. Imagine that. Friday, July 28th, 2209. Wow, she waited wow, that's like 2 months. Way too early in the morning, and I won't even try to describe the dream I had last night. Like, enough with the fairy tales already. I need to start dreaming about boys and shopping, the important things in life. Yes, shopping is definitely very important in life. But I guess we could understand where she's coming from with that. It just dawned on me that the student exhibition opens in less than 2 weeks. My painting, and I mean that in the broadest sense of the word, is not even close to being presentable. Even that's an overstatement. All I have is a blank canvas. And while that may fool some people, like in, whoa, what an expressive statement of nothingness, I won't fool my teachers. So today I have to put in a solid 6 hours of work at the studio, and just hope that inspiration will strike me like lightning from the sky. It could happen. Yeah, I'm sure it will happen. Except I don't think you actually want the inspiration to strike you like lightning from the sky. That might be kind of painful. But either way, I kind of like how even in her writing, you sort of have this, like, sarcastic, like, I don't know, it would be sarcastic or, like, / witty type attitude of hers coming out. Really like this part right here. But yeah, so I guess this is today's date. And she's probably talking about the dream that we just saw. Alright, that's it for the diary. Let's return to game. So, yeah. I had a weird dream. Met April Ryan, learned a little bit about her past from her diary, which I'm going to continue reading as it updates, because I don't know, I think it's fun, it's kind of interesting, provides extra information, nothing else, it shows her point of view on things. And I remember this sign up here will flash whenever there's an update to the diary. But yeah, so we met a wood dragon thing, and we were told about a great battle between the dragon and the all-consuming darkness. But yeah, and then she told us that we were the mother of the future, and that everything starts here with us. The new world, the new time, the balance, the rending, the repairing, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, no pressure whatsoever at all. However, I think we should probably try to go and get dressed before we actually do anything. Because, I mean, I don't think we are quite the adventurous at all at this point. Definitely far from being a savior. And as distracting as a girl running around in her as distracting as a could be somewhat attractive girl running around in her underwear might be, I don't think it's going to be enough to save the worlds.
I'd better head over to the studio to do some work. Only 2 weeks until the big show opens, and my contribution is in serious need of attention. Might be a good idea to get dressed first, though.
Uh-oh.
Hey, babe. Babe, you're looking real sexy today.
Zach, listen, I've got to run, And
What's going on, April? How you been?
Sounds like we probably don't really want to talk to this guy. Should we go with that? I don't know. No, let's be nice.
pretty good, and you?
Fantastic. Listen, April, how about you and me getting together sometime soon? Like, tonight. The pavilion is really cooking this week. We could pop some raptures, do a little close dancing. How about it?
Let me think about it. Sounds like good fun, but not tonight. We'll continue with the politeness just because.
Sounds like good fun, but not tonight.
Hey, whenever. Just don't expect me to be waiting around for you forever. No chick is worth that heartache. See you around.
Oh, wow.
What an asshole.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, the humble beginnings of the mother of the future and the savior or whatnot, April Ryan. I'll give you April Ryan.